give a type of money that can only be spent for a specific number of reasons. And some worry about that state control or whatever. But like in this particular narrow use case, you want to give checks to individuals to get the economy moving again.
Yeah.
So if you think of programmable money that expires if you don't spend it.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of a huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we could have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're getting it more right now with Bloomberg's Sonali Basak. Sonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told its members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will, during that auction that we saw a little bit before. The attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets.
Now, it was not just a poor auction. It was absolutely lousy, and when the dealers have to step in to save a treasury auction, that's a rare occurrence. And
welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. Remember, the New World Order book shows you how the world really works, and it is definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. And 2024 is going to be one of our most entertaining years. We have the presidential election. We have the drums are beating. We have the emerging markets going to be flipping the switch on the fourth industrial revolution. And they finally start to cut rates. And we know Japan is going to start raising rates. And those trillions of dollars that are sitting in money market accounts are going to start flowing over to the emerging markets. And we know the master magicians are about to set up that distraction so they can cut rates while we still have inflation. And in the fourth quarter, once the election is over, the movie begins. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And right now we have Bitcoin and crypto pumping again. And if you're new to crypto, and this is only for the people that are new, we're going to have volatile moves. Anytime Bitcoin makes these types of moves up, we know they're going to make these type of moves down. Now, of course, anytime we make these types of moves up, we know real money comes in because they want to get a piece, especially in the altcoins. And if Bitcoin can stay around this level, even above 80,000, these altcoins are going to make big moves up and big moves down. So if you're a trader, you're going to love the volatility over these next 6 months. We already know the first quarter, I talk about every single year, the first quarter of each year, we always have a big pullback. Now, we had a big pullback, but then we moved right back up because we know Janet Yellen was there pulling from the federal pensions and putting them inside the stock market. So we have to make sure we're watching all the chess moves. And we had the inflation numbers come in still hot. And then the only thing we're waiting on is the jobs report. And it's going to let us know whether the Fed is going to be cutting rates. I've told you, I think they're going to pause because I see the jobs report being decent, but then also inflation still staying sticky. I think December they're going to pause. Of course, the mainstream media is going to push that they're going to be cutting. Of course, if we cut, we're going to continue to see Bitcoin and stocks continue to move up, but I don't see that happening. But don't forget, we have options on Friday in stocks and cryptos. Like I told you, it's going to be a roller coaster ride this week and next week. And then also the last week of the month, we have futures contracts going to be ending for cryptos. And that's definitely going to be a volatile move. So guys, make sure you're paying attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates right now down, but still high. We have the dollar getting stronger, but we know that's all because of China. Has said they're not going to make moves yet, but we know once they start making moves, the dollar is going to weaken. But then also remember, when Trump was in office, the dollar was weak. He wants a weak dollar, and don't forget his job is to get us moved over to this digital economy, and then also get us off this world reserve currency, take us to a level playing field. And then also we have volume in crypto right now down. We have Tether and USDC. And we have Tether does what? Hit all-time highs. And that's not a surprise, guys. We know when we pump, they're pumping it through something. We know that was a Fed pump out of nowhere. Stocks and cryptos pump. And then we have MiCA rules going into effect at the end of the month. And we'll see if Tether is going to get ready for that. And then, guys, we have the Fed. Repo was at $178 billion yesterday. Make sure you're pulling that on a daily basis during the week. And then we have Elon Musk Doge, the Department of Government Efficiency, and they'll list the spending tax dollars. And this is what blockchain is going to be all about. You'll be able to see everything that these governments are spending on, but when it comes to the banks, we know that's going to be private. And we know the NWO caused the problem, wait for the reaction, and run in with a solution. So what you do, guys, is you have this list of all this money that the government is spending on. And what is the people going to say? Why are we spending money on this? Why are we spending money on that? And then you start cutting, not knowing you're cutting someone's job. This is evil genius. And like Elon Musk said, it's going to be a lot of pain in the economy. But remember what people look at. Their 401ks, their pensions, and the stock market, when all the stock market is consolidated in just a few stocks. It is unbelievable. You can't make this stuff up. And the same thing if you look at cryptos. It's consolidated with basically the top 10 cryptos. And we have Coinbase doing the top 50. That's majority of the crypto market cap. And if you watch the video I did last night, he talked about thousands of cryptos and millions of cryptos. It's only a few cryptos that are carrying this market cap, guys. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have Bitcoin and Ethereum spot ETFs, Blackrock, Fidelity, and Grayscale. We have Bitcoin spot ETFs at another all-time high. And then we also have Ethereum spot ETFs are up. Now we have BlackRock spot ETFs by 1.5 billion in 2 days. And then we had 650 million in ETH spot ETFs in 5 trading days. So yes, guys, we know at the beginning of the month, we have a lot of inflows, but we know going towards the end of the month, we have a lot of outflows. So make sure you're paying attention. Like I stated, there are going to be some violent moves in crypto. If you've been in crypto, you already know what's about to happen. If you're new, you're going to have a stomachache. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, getting over into a little crypto news. We have PayPal as layer 0, allowing transfers between Ethereum and Solana. And don't forget, JP Morgan uses layer 0 in his blockchain project Onyx. I've done a few videos on it. Now we have Litecoin launches wrap Litecoin tokens through Ethereum's network. And I went on Chainlink's YouTube channel, and I cannot find that video, but you definitely have it if you're a part of the Patreon. Ethereum is definitely a part of the NWO's plan. We know the banks have their hands all over it. Now we have Bitwise has acquired Ethereum staking service Testant. And guys, we know staking is going to be so important in the 4th Industrial Revolution. It's just like earning interest, dividends. If it was a part of the Ethereum spot ETFs, we know Ethereum would blast past Bitcoin spot ETFs. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have VanEck launches SUI ETN, now listed on Euronext Amsterdam and Paris exchanges. Also, we have CoinCheck becomes the first Japanese crypto exchange approved by the SEC to list on NASDAQ. Now we have Copper to offer custody service for tokenized money market funds such as Blackrock Buidl. And I'm surprised Coinbase hasn't taken over that. Because they were hit by these spot Bitcoin ETFs, now they're trying to bring in this 50 index to open up the casino to bring in more fees. Now we have BlackRock expands its tokenized fund Buidl beyond Ethereum to 5 new blockchains: Aptos, Arbitrum, Avalanche, Optimism, OP Mainnet, and Polygon. And we had BlackRock's Larry Fink stated that none of his clients wanted Bitcoin. They're not even interested. And just overnight, BlackRock has taken over Bitcoin and crypto. And when you have the type of money that BlackRock has and the weight that it carries, they can wait for these projects to become mature. And exactly what they've done And now they're ready to flip the switch on this fourth industrial revolution. And we know the big banks and big corporations have been funding crypto from the beginning. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And then lastly, guys, we have Robinhood has relisted Solana Cardano, XRP, and adds Pepe. And we know this is all about trading fees. And right now we're at the peak. Everybody's going to come back in, take advantage of this volatility. And this is perfect for the exchanges. Because also, once we get regulation, all these meme coins are going to come to a halt. We're still going to have plenty of trading as normal. But all this volatility that we have and these meme coins pumping out of nowhere will definitely come to an end. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Because he knows. When it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books. Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get on stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know, I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.